ain't tired yet, Will. We ain't finished with you yet. That was my man BJ right there, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, hold it, hold it. Kalani, you got time for this? You ready? Yes, Lord. That was my man BJ, aka Go Ricky. AJ, your son, one of the sons that can cut out through it. Right now, y'all put your ears in tune. With the line of head. That's right, Kalani. Right after we finish showcasing these combo players, y'all get ready for DC Vibe, y'all. We just putting all the combo players on the left for y'all. Hold that pocket for me a little bit more. If you like it, I love it. Yeah, if you like it, I love it. You got 32 seconds for this liberty. It's your birthday, man. Okay, Kate, go on with the bank, Kate. Here we go, Will. Take me around one time.
Kings, queens, peasants, and in-betweens. It is your girl, Primo with the voice of the people, and it has been an amazing weekend, guys. Amazing. I hope you guys,
Special dedication going out to all the Aries. Is that Aries? Is it Aries? What is it? Virgos. I'm sorry, I'm a pastor. I had a birthday already.
Let me go ahead and get this out the way. Shout out to all of my Facebook watchers, my YouTube watchers.
Happy birthday, Siobhan. Happy birthday, baby. 60th birthday, y'all. Say a birthday, baby. Hey, little bit. Yeah, that's a slap.
So listen, while you're
Yo, get up the slide, go.
Good evening, kings, queens, peasants, and in-betweens. It is your girl, Capri Monique, the voice of the people. And listen, it is nothing but a truthful Tuesday. I hope you guys have had an amazing day. To all the fathers who did not come in contact with me, didn't see my post, was not out and about when I was hosting, still screaming happy Father's Day to each and every one of y'all. It is not just a weekend thing. It is an everyday thing. You guys are the cornerstone of our society, and we need you and we love you and we appreciate y'all so much. So listen. Like we always do at this time, we are going to go ahead and get into my weekend, guys. So, y'all know my week is a wild week. So I start off here on Tuesdays, and that's after hosting with RNS on Monday. Well, yesterday there was no RNS, but we're going to get into everything before that. So Wednesday definitely caught the Soulful Sounds crank. On Thursday, I think I took a break Thursday. Y'all. That was my only off day. So Thursday was a bed and rest day for me. And then Friday, Ant Farm music featuring Top 5. And then Saturday, oh my God, so I did not get in the house until late after Friday. So Saturday morning, I had to be up at the ass crack of dawn. I had ripping and running to do, and I had to make my way to 9244 East Hampton Drive in Capitol Heights, Maryland, because it was a... Never mind. Hold on. Can you get into it with him too? Two's gonna let y'all know what I was into, and we're gonna be right back.
Called Put PD in the Water. And since I've loved it, and he still plays it sometimes, but you know, I don't usually, well, I love that song, and sometimes I even, you know, try to steal a little couple beats.
Steal a couple beats. It's okay. Recycle beats happen.
And then it's a couple more that I like. It's Smoke, Go Go Goblin, my dad, of course.
Of course. What's up, kings, queens, peasants, and in-betweens? It is your girl, Capri Monique, the voice of the people. And I am excited to have in studio live an amazing phenom in the up-and-coming crank of go-go. My boo, Princess Tayani. She is 10 years old. She is from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, by way of DC. We're not going to take away her dad. Shout out to the homie T, also known as T-Bob, Teague, better known to some of you guys as a Dynamite member of one of my faves, Elevation. So this is a second generation in Craig for him. And guess what, y'all? Not only is she 10 years old, not only is she from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, but she plays percussion, okay? Not just regular percussion, though. Drums and congos. Y'all understand me? Do you hear me? Drums and congos at 10 years old as a young lady. Welcome. It is great to finally lay eyes on you in person because we've talked so much via Messenger. And I've got to see your videos and see your progress. So here we are. So I want to introduce the people to you and you to the people. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go. What was your introduction to go-go?
My dad. Because he bought some congos from up here. And once we got to the house, he laid them down and stuff. But before he even set them up, I just wanted to play. So I started hitting them. You know, it sounded, it was all right.
It was all right.
You know, because I didn't know anything about it. All I knew was it was a generation through go-go that all people play. And I started playing them once he set them up, because, you know, whenever they're laying on the ground, they sound not like congos are supposed to. So whenever you set them up and they're up off the ground, they're lifted, it sounds a lot better. So then I started playing the same exact thing I was playing earlier. I was like, wow, that sounds amazing. Then my dad got on and he taught me a couple beats. And from that day, I've been learning. And I've got better and better day by day. Yeah.
So, what made you love congos? Like, when you listen to go-go music, what do you hear? Like, what do you focus in on?
Mostly the words, because that's what you can hear. And then, you know, in the background, there's percussions, there's cowbells, congos, drums, and cymbals.
Yeah, so
You can hear all that stuff.
So you like to listen to the instruments as they play. So what made you love the drums? Because I can hear your love for the congos, like even understanding the dynamics of having to set them up, them being tuned right. What made you love the drums? Because you not only play the congos, but I've seen you kicking the drums. I've seen you play the one-on-one. I've seen it. So what made you love drums?
My dad also. We went to, it was a Christmas gift for my brother, my younger brother. He's 6. He's not here with us today, but probably next time he will be. But he bought them in the house. He set them up and stuff. My little brother got on. He started playing. I was like, let me get on these. And then I got on them. I was like, oh my God. It's the same thing, but a different type of percussion. I'm like, okay, it's gonna have to be either or both. So I picked which ones I love and which ones I don't. So I picked drums and congos. So that's the only things I'm going to focus on.
Drums and congos.
Yep. And then, yeah, I think, so I'm not that good with drums because, you know, I play more of congos than drums. So whenever I play the drums, I'm like, it's always a thing that I get whenever I sit down in the chair. I'm like, okay, here comes the magic. Now let's show
And
it.
the magic comes?
Yep.
That must be that princess part, girl. So, who is your favorite congo player and why?
Petey, because my dad always plays this one go-go song called Put Petey in the Water. And since I've loved it, and he still plays it sometimes, but, you know, I don't usually, well, I love that song. And sometimes I even, you know, try to steal a little couple beats.
Steal a couple beats? It's okay.
I do
Recycle beats happen.
And then it's a couple more that I like. It's Smoke, Go-Go Goblin, my dad, of course.
Of course.
Wink, and it's a bunch. You can't always remember everything, but from so far, I think that's about it.
Okay. So what do you want to do with your talent?
Teach other girls and boys that playing congos and drums isn't that hard. All you have to do is just put your heart into it, play your heart out. That's all you got to do. That's what I did.
That's what you still do. Listen, your
Yeah.
videos are amazing. I do have another question for you, Boo. So, do you want to have your own band?
Yes. It's going to be like mixed with a couple boys, a couple girls, but it's going to have to be more girls than boys because, you know, all men and boys always play. Come on, let the girls get some shine.
Let the girls get some shot. Listen,
They don't get nothing.
that's what I'm talking about.
It's like 99% that you would see a boy or a man playing drums or congos and stuff. But you don't, it's rare to see a girl band play drums and congos and stuff like that. So, you know, yeah.
You want to even it out.
Yeah.
Talent comes in men and women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I want you guys to make sure you guys follow her journey. Princess Tayani is on the move. 10 years old, y'all. Percussions, congos, and drums from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, by way of the city. She's 10 years old. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for her next move. It's your girl, Capri Monique, the voice of the people. Who you want to say God bless and good night to?
Everybody.
Everybody, mom, dad, your brother.
Yep. Oh, my mom really wanted me to do this. So shout out to my mom because she's been supporting me through everything I've done, such as a bunch of people. My sister, she's also with my aunt. So is my little brother. But they all have watched me through my journey. And now everything has actually paid off through everything I've been doing. So it worked out perfectly.
Worked out perfectly. Where are you going today? Listen, y'all, don't laugh at this title. Footage will be loaded, I promise you guys. But where are you going today? It's so funny.
I don't even know what this means, but I'm going to Peterbug Day to play. I don't know what it is. My dad told me. But I think the word is hilarious.
Peterbug. So she will be playing at Peterbug Day, guys. I promise we will have footage for you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Boo, for stepping into No Great Area. Welcome first time. Won't be the last time. Y'all will see more of her soon. Peace.
Bye. Woo.
Oh yeah. You want to be by yourself? You all by yourself on that one? Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, solo time, baby.
All right, y'all. So that was your introduction to who I love to call my niece, Princess Tayani God. They have been hashtagging her the Beat Queen. Make sure you guys hashtag her. Stay tuned. I will have her social media handles and everything for you guys soon. But she is a 10-year-old young lady from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, that plays congos and drums and has a love for this culture like no other. Okay? Make sure y'all follow her. Tap in with her dad, T-Bob Brewer on Facebook, dynamite individual, formerly known as the male vocalist and sometimes Congo player when needed for Elevation. But that was my Saturday morning, so I was up as crack of dawn. Was so excited to finally see her. I've talked to her on the phone so many times, video chatted, she sent footage, we've talked, but it was good to lay eyes on her and to give her a hug and to see her before she made it to Peter Bug Day. So guys, the footage is up. You can watch it directly here, or I'll be dropping this mini episode clip on my YouTube channel as well, so you guys can catch her journey. Make sure you guys follow her. I'm so excited. And then the rest of my Saturday was spent alongside my homie, Mr. DJ Zay. We definitely got to dynamic duo, of course, a situation with Soundproof. And then Sunday we did a private gig. Yesterday was a mental health day for me, ripping and running so many appointments yesterday. And here we are right back here on a Tuesday, stepping into no gray area. And we're getting ready to get into a few things. So while I got Billie Jean here by herself, y'all know I'm definitely for women empowerment at all times. So I got Boo in here right now. So I definitely want to check in with her while it's just me and her in the beginning. So this is Billie Jean, dynamic female vocalist currently for ReUp. Let's go ahead and get into your history and the culture, love. One first. Thank you for stepping in.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm just blessed to be here, honestly. So I'm excited about being in this interview and just being here today.
All right, so let's get into Billie Jean off stage. Yeah. Billie Jean behind the chair. Okay. Let's tell them about your clothing line that you just dropped, your podcast, because you guys, Billie Jean is popping, shouted. Yes. Don't think she not popping. Billie Jean is popping.
Thank you so much. So, I just launched a clothing line, I would say, like almost a month ago, and I'm just trying to get multiple streams of income, honestly. I've been behind the chair for over 16 years, so, it's a little taxing on your body.
Yes.
And I'm just tired, so I really don't want to do it anymore. But before I can retire, I got to make sure I have things lined up. I have a family and kids and stuff, so I just got to make sure that I got all my ducks in a row and I'm making as much money as possible. So my goal is to eventually open up a brick and mortar. But,
okay.
Before I get to that, I got to, take it step
You got to grind.
You know what I mean? Just grind it out a little bit. Yeah.
So your clothing line dropped last month.
Yeah.
I just saw you dropped a whole new piece.
Yes.
It's a whole new situation. It's a two-piece. It's like a crop top and a skirt. Yeah. And your clothes are designed specifically for?
It's for hairstylists.
Okay.
I wanted to try to stay within that because the podcast is geared toward hairstylists. So basically what I talk about on my podcast is all about how I partner with God. How I was struggling for a long time in the hair industry to make six figures. And then when I just surrendered and gave it all to God, he took me over the hump. So I was able to make more than what I wanted to make. And then, because I don't want to do it no more, I needed something else. So I went back to God and we came up with some other streams of income. So I just motivate a lot of women and encourage a lot of hairstylists. And I just wanted to narrow down my clothing line because you know how a lot of boutiques are oversaturated.
Yes.
So I just kind of wanted to make something specifically so that we could be cute behind the chair.
Right. And comfy.
And comfy.
And somewhat in uniform.
Exactly.
Somewhat.
But then you could still go to happy hour if you needed to, or you could still go to a birthday party.
Yes.
Afterwards. Yeah.
Still fly, got on your all cute. Black
exactly.
or your colors, exactly. And you can still make your way out.
Exactly.
And what else? So you want to retire from doing hair.
Absolutely.
You've been in go-go for how many years?
Since 2006.
What was your first band?
Oh man, it was a band called Street Dreamers. Nobody probably don't know about that band, but
Street Dreamers.
yeah, you know, Darnell Floyd has a few sons, so two of his sons, Derek and little Darnell, started a band called Street Dreamers, and I was a part of that band.
So that was your start.
That was my start.
How long were you there?
We only did maybe like 3 or 4 shows, and then we broke up. So it was, but you know, it was a few months of us getting started before we actually got started. So I would say maybe like a year or so with them.
And then from Street Dreamers.
Sounds of Unity.
Okay.
And then I was there for, I think maybe 2 years, and we did quite a few shows at House of Chain down there in Fort Washington. And I can't remember where else we played, but we played quite a few places.
So then from Sounds of Unity.
Oh my goodness, I'm trying to remember all these bands. I think the next one might have been Changing Faces.
Yes.
Changing Faces. So I was there with Dre. And then after Changing Faces, I came to Chemistry.
With a K.
Yep.
Don't play with it.
Mm-hmm. And then after Chemistry, it was a little jumping around because, you know, I just didn't want to do it no more. Then I decided that people was calling, so I went to Black Passion for a little bit, Mature Clientele for a little bit, and then when they put together Conflict, Trae called me back. I went with them. And then after Conflict, what's after Conflict, Trae? Did we come back?
ReUp.
Yeah, ReUp after that.
ReUp.
Yeah, so I've been around a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still around. Don't play with it.
That's right.
We gonna get into the been around, still around, are they together? Because y'all know how the rumor mill works around here. So we gonna address it. While I got y'all here, we gonna talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
And then my favorite cowbell player in the industry. This man plays the cowbell like his life depends on it, y'all. He leans in and it's like the lock in with that cowbell. It's something serious. The legendary Sid.
What's up with you?
How are you?
I'm holding on, man. I'm making it.
You're blessed.
Yes, I am.
People don't know.
Oh, yeah. They don't know.
It's the audience. They don't know.
They don't know the woes.
The woe is me.
No joking.
Okay. Hold on, let me hold it in. Sydney.
Yeah.
Sydney.
What's up with you, bro?
So let's tell the people your tenure in go-go, because a lot of people think that Sydney is kind of new to this. So yeah, I mean, people who don't know. So the best way for them to know is for us to educate them, right? So let's give them some history. When did Sydney start in go-go?
The first band I really played with was Quality Quest.
What year?
Buggy was our drummer. Man, that's back.
Buggy was
That was
the
his
drummer
first
of
band. You ever asked him what's the
Quality
first band
Quest. We just
he ever
learned some
played
history.
Yeah.
with? Buggy played with that band. Quality Quest. We used to sneak him out his window. His mother,
Did you
father,
say sneak him out the window?
his parents forbid him to play go-go music. They did used to back, and he was a gospel. He was a church boy.
Y'all stole that boy from the Lord.
Lord, look what he
And
become.
delivered him to go-go.
Hey, look what he is, though. I mean,
Out the window, though.
yeah, he is
Out the window.
a major force and icon in go-go.
Facts that y'all snuck out the window.
Yeah. That was the first band I played with. That was I can't even remember what years that was. Yeah. It's been a lot of years. Raw Production after that for several years. The old heads know when you say Raw Production, they know.
Raw Production.
Yeah, they remember Raw Production. Yeah, Pure Elegance, Lil Benny, Chemistry, Junkyard. 10 years with the Junkyard band was fun.
Oh, it's the giggle. It's the giggle for me.
I'm trying to
You
tell
heard that
man.
giggle, Trey?
I've heard the story.
Oh, I
my
don't know
God.
if I'm ready. I
They
don't know
used to
if
come
I'm
to the
ready.
shows and laugh at me.
I don't know if I'm ready.
For stepping and shit.
You can dance.
I tried very hard not to.
Now you got a pirate leg.
Oh, you can. And a K.
Temporarily.
You better have on that orthopedic. See, you better have that orthopedic on if you want to get back to normal.
That's a hard case.
Good grief.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah,
Junkyard.
Junkyard. When I left Junkyard, I went straight to Chemistry.
You forgot all for you.
You definitely
All
forgot.
for you. I ain't never forget about all for you. I didn't mention all for you.
No, you didn't.
No, you definitely forgot.
I started that.
Hey,
Man.
Nikki Bonds.
You started off of you?
Me, Nikki Bonds, Ronnie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm learning too. Okay.
Listen, this is like drunken history for Go-Go right here, and ain't nobody drunk.
And then the spinoff of Ronnie's version.
Guess who? Guess who, man? Oh, yeah.
Guess who, Sydney?
Yeah, guess who?
And how long were you with? How long was Guess Who's life? I just need
Guess
to know.
who still will play right now? They have a certain area that they have a strong fan base,
Okay,
and they will just get together right now and do a show.
Sydney, you there?
Yeah, especially if they got the change.
He said he like to do something
Yes,
strange for the
something that
change.
folds.
I mean, nah, but it ain't really about that.
Jiggle.
It's mostly
I'll take the
like
stuff that jiggles.
compassion.
I'm a fan of the jiggle.
Welcome to No Gray Area. Y'all know anything happens here, and it's okay because this is a safe place.
Nah, but for real, on a serious note, it's like just for love and honor for people I came up with Go-Go with. Like, if they have a project and I could be a part of it and it don't interfere with what I'm doing, I'm gonna do it. I just said that it ain't really about money because we know money is not.
That's how you sow your
Yeah.
seed.
Yeah. Right, so, man, like, especially if people I came up with, just like with Nick, if he need me to come play with him now, like, for a show,
We've seen you with that cowbell back there, and I look back and be like, oh, it's gonna crank Sid back there with the bell.
well,
Vibe, yeah.
We get so excited.
Yeah.
We get excited. I'm sorry, we get excited. So chemistry.
Yeah, from chemistry, I was
Small section of conflict.
I was reduced to a percussionist with conflict,
Okay.
But I mean, it's not like I can't play percussions, but at the same time, I just had a small piece to play with conflict,
But
nothing major.
percussion is amazing. It's what Go-Go needs. And if that's where you needed it, that might have just been your role.
Yeah,
Like, I would love to be the CEO of a lot of situations, but I got to start in the mailroom
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah,
So then from there, we end up with ReUp.
exactly. But me and Trae, we did other things in between those
I know.
times. We
Y'all
had the
are
Firm
everywhere.
Project.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Shelly P.
Yes, indeed.
Lord, man.
Rest in peace, Shelly. Like, I had to, Lord, I remember those practices and sitting out front talking. And then it was the Firm Project, and then it was the Firm. And
That was the
that was
Firm,
a
yep.
split. That split was one I was like,
Yeah.
that's the first time I think I actually ever saw grown men act like that. And I was like, this what y'all do when y'all start beefing?
Yeah.
We calling undercut shows, try to get people thrown off of shows. That's not my band anymore. Don't hire them. I have a new band with no lead talker and no drummer, but you got a new band. I don't understand how you're ready for a show tomorrow with no lead talker and no drummer.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Ooh, listen.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
So what happened was the Firm, what was it, the Firm
Firm
Project?
Project first.
The Firm Project had been revamped so many times.
Revamped.
And the last revamping was like a coup. It was like a takeover. It wasn't done purposely, but that's what it was. Like, it was Trae,
I
it
came
was
in with my
Shelly
squad.
P, was
Sid,
Ted, Shelly,
Losey boy.
and Los.
That's a squad right there. That's a major squad. All them people.
You have no.
That was part of all for you.
Major. I know.
But
I
listen,
remember that
so
part.
they were practicing. The practices were going good.
Yeah.
And then it felt like there was a difference in direction with not only creativity,
Okay.
but management.
Yeah.
Because the show had been booked and a number was given, but no one got paid. And then it turned into a, well, I did this to promote, and I did that, and I did this, and everybody like, well, that wasn't the conversation that was had
Yeah.
before the show.
Yeah.
So the money is now gone. People calling, like, phones are ringing. Where the money? Where the money? Nah,
And
you
once,
not.
and once Shelly P got hot, it was over.
Yeah, it was a wrap. The whole block was about to get shot up. It's not even saying. I know where your mother live. I know where the grant, like,
Shelly P
she
went
don't
off.
play.
She went off.
Because the thing about it was the practices were real practices. It wasn't like,
We was intense.
yes, and they had actually practiced at home. So when they got together, it was a rehearsal.
I used to be over Shutty hours early there.
Yeah,
That's my homie.
Yeah, frontline,
Yeah,
frontline
we all
harmony.
did.
Yes, frontline harmony. The back line was practicing,
Yeah.
and they had a manager that I don't think was quite the manager.
Who's that, Jay?
ROD was the manager.
Yes.
Oh. No.
Oh, the wave off.
I mean, this is
and
another
Jay-
whole story.
And
Who
Jay-
came with us?
Yes.
He was the keyboard player and the financer.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
So it was going.
So when money came up short, Jay went in his pocket.
That's never good. But I mean, it's
So it started bumping,
Clashing, hell.
you know.
And then it turned into a situation where I get a call like, so we're looking for management for the firm. We're dropping the project. We just gonna keep the name, the grooves we've come up with. We already got shows booked.
so who stayed with? Who did the firm?
It was pretty much everybody without management.
Yeah,
So we
And I
had to
think
change
and,
the name.
and so we
Change the
changed the name
to the firm, dropped the
Okay.
project. And that was going good for a while, and then
It just faded because we started getting booked for shows that didn't want go-go because we were so musically inclined.
Yeah.
So it was just like me, me. I said, well, what I need to come for?
And I didn't like that.
Of course not. You still don't
I
like
said,
it.
what do I need to come for? If this is an R&B gig, they told us don't bring no congos in here.
so
we
how do
still
you,
run the Congos.
y'all did. I was at that show. Y'all did. So how do you play through that? Like, what do you do?
That's what
Well-
I'm saying. What do I do?
The same
I'm
thing.
the,
You was still
I'm,
lead
I'm
talking,
yeah, I
you
was still
still
lead
conduct.
talking, but I couldn't turn.
Yeah.
It's tough.
No
So I
one-on-one
started saying, what I need to come for? Y'all could play that shit without me.
Yeah. Like Bugs always said, man, ain't nothing but a little R&B with a twist. So, it's gonna be go-go.
Yeah.
But
So the shows
switch it,
kept
switch it.
coming in, the bookings kept coming.
Yeah, so it's just something that faded out.
Wow.
It just faded out.
Conflict of interest for certain people too. So,
Yeah,
you know.
it just faded.
And then what's next? Conflict or
I-
chemistry?
After the firm?
Mm-hmm.
I
No,
forgot about Aftermath and everything.
it was chemistry. It was chemistry. It was chemistry for me after the firm because I had gave up. I was like, man, I ain't playing in no more bands.
Yeah, you took
I was
the time.
playing with John.
And started rapping
You
more.
took the time to drop a mixtape, and we're working
Several.
on and we're working on other projects.
Yeah.
And
I
then
played
next
with
thing I
John.
know, Trae is now in a band again, and I'm like, but he quit. He keeps quitting.
Ted called me for chemistry.
Ted Weeks. Shout out to Ted
Ted,
Weeks.
Ted
knew
was the
about it
first
first?
one that went over to
Okay.
chemistry. And he called me because they had a lead talker. So he said, man, come in and try out or whatever. So I came and tried out at chemistry and I got the spot. As soon as and then
Stop. How does this tryout happen with a lead talker?
he
present?
wasn't there.
So he didn't show up to practice.
Yeah.
Well, y'all did it.
Look, I got a story like that before. I played in a band one time. I was the Congo player. When I played with Under Pressure, I was the Congo.
out to Damo.
I was the Congo player for that band. The lead talker didn't show up for practice. I got up there and started messing around. The manager was like, he said, "Hey," he said, "You want to be the lead talker for this band?" I said, "I mean, I can. I mean," he said, "You find me a Congo player and you're the lead talker."
And you went and found the Congo player.
Yep.
This is a dirty industry, dog. Like, I'm
And
like,
I became the lead talker.
I
And then
probably
the
would've
whole
wrecked-
front line changed once
I
I
would have
got
wrecked
there.
you and the manager outside, because what you're not going to do is come to practice, take my job, bring your own front line in, and now it is chemistry the Trae way.
Well, you gotta know that they stole me from a band. That's how they do.
Hold
They
up.
was ratchet.
Let's talk.
Billy,
Not the
We ain't
first.
steal you, Billy.
look, we did.
steal you.
We did.
We did.
Look, listen.
Stealing people,
Billy,
taking jobs.
Billy was dating our drummer at that time, the guy who was kicking the drums for chemistry.
Okay.
She was in practice with him. originally we had Devin. Do you know Devin?
Yes.
Originally,
My sis hate
originally we had Devin. Shout out to Devin. Devin wasn't at practice.
Y'all keep
Right.
People don't show up. You
So,
don't have a job and you
so
come back.
we was going over
need to
this particular
understand.
groove, and the drummer say, "My girl know how to sing." So I was like, "You know how to sing?" I said, "Do you know that song you've been practicing? You know that part that Devin sing?" And she said, "Yeah, I do." So she got up there and sang it, and no disrespect to Devin because she do what she do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was like, well, no, do you want the spot? You know what I mean?
Devin was doing other things too.
Yeah.
Pursuing her career other ways.
Yeah, because, you know, she sings, she do her thing, and you know.
Sang.
Yeah, so we asked Billie if she wanted the gig. She wanted it. It was history.
So I'm learning.
Look.
I'm learning today that theft and go is very
And-
common.
and-
if you don't show up to practice,
Look,
you may not
Billie
have a
lasted
job.
and the boyfriend didn't.
Boyfriend was gone.
He was gone.
How long?
He did our first recording with us, did like 1 or 2 live shows, and after that it was a wrap.
Yeah.
We got a whole new drummer.
So y'all done came in real live and just turned this band into y'all band.
There's been a lot of things
know
where
what?
we didn't just switched it and took over, you know.
They've been doing this to me for years too.
You've been letting them, so they haven't done it to you. You
It
did
been
it with
Trae,
them.
Nick, and all.
You did it with
They
them.
were always, I ain't gonna say scared to fire, but they always get me to be like, man.
You gotta go.
Nah, cause we'll sit there and mope and complain about it. Like, man, that nigga's sorry, man. You know, blah, 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 blah. See, it was like, well,
Sir.
hey, let me talk to you. Let me holler at you for a minute. See, the direction that we going in right now. Look, I ain't saying nothing bad about you.
Oh my
You know what I
God.
mean? You good at what you do, but with this band,
We need something different.
it just don't fit what we trying to do. You know what I mean?
They are not lying. I see.
But I done seen them bully people out too. Oh, you ain't in this band, nigga.
Yeah, well, I'm
Bye. You ain't going with us out of town today. We got a van to take us out of town to go play. Oh, you ain't going. No.
Niggas like, go ahead, he look off, man, go ahead, he got his girl with him, but I was like, y'all said y'all ain't want him in the band no more.
Hey, man, nah, he ain't going. He ain't going. If he going, I ain't going. He do shit like that.
Always.
I'm so
Hey,
sorry.
give me my
Billy.
stuff, Trae. I ain't going. Give me my stuff.
And then they be like, you know what? Nah, you can't go. we need him. He coming with us.
Sydney, you
It's been
hold
years.
the
I've been
whole
doing
band
that for a
hostage?
long
For a
time.
long time.
Hold the band hostage.
Well, not really.
Sometimes changes do need to be made,
Right.
you know, and somebody got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta do it.
And some people
Yeah,
just
but
don't
we
have
didn't
the
have
gumption to do it.
and we didn't have people who were unruly to Sid's decision and be like, I ain't leaving unless Trae say it.
Oh.
And now it's on me. It's like Trae the lead. No, I ain't listening to you. What Trae say?
You tried to put it on.
And I'm like,
now you gotta do
now
it.
I
Now
gotta
you
say
gotta do it.
Yeah. Hey,
You
bro,
thought you
like
slid out.
So, yeah.
The Hangers Club. I was outside in the car.
When this weekend? Oh,
This is horrible.
Your sister Brian, you say, I'm gonna fry you some
This
fish
is
and
horrible.
everything
But
April did. April.
Horrible. So it gets you get in the band because Devin's not at practice.
Yeah.
Your boyfriend was no longer the drummer. We have
Yeah.
now moved on. How long was Chemistry's run?
5 years.
We had a nice run.
That was nice.
5 great years too. Honestly, we was definitely a force to be reckoned with.
I agree.
We was going on all the cards, big, small, whatever, and we was doing it.
So what happened?
We had a musical prostitute in our
Not a musical prostitute.
All right.
He's a whore. I'm trying to be, I'm trying to have some dignity about the situation.
All right. what gives you the music? What would give one a musical prostitute?
When you play with this band, and you play with that band, and you play with this band, and
And
that
it's
band.
just for $1, just for $1, just to keep dollars coming in, big or small amount, whatever, just to keep it coming in. So how can you ever focus on your one main project to make it what it need to be? Your mind is everywhere.
And was taking the music that we was doing and giving it to other bands and stuff like
Like
that.
the way y'all play it?
No,
No,
he'll play the music, but he'll be like, well, this band play it and bounce, and this, but we was hitting it first. Like, why would you play it with them?
He didn't do my song like that. He
gave it the whole thing away.
Exactly how I arranged it and everything.
Because you added parts to it. He gave him his parts that he added.
Hey, man.
All that. He did all that. And I see me, I'm not a biased person. If you can play with 3 or 4 bands and you can make our practices and make our shows, but when you start coming to our shows at halftime, we done already did a whole set.
That's disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying?
So is that because he was playing with other
Yeah,
bands?
Exactly.
Or rehearsal night.
Right.
You know, you come in practice an hour late because you just got out of practice with your other band.
You know.
So you know, it's just like, dog, like,
That costs you money.
yeah,
it costs you
and time.
productivity. It's hard to produce new music and
Right.
create when you have only 35, 40 minutes to practice.
So while we have this topic up, it's a great time to ask y'all. Do you feel like when a band member plays with multiple bands, it devalues the sound of their home band?
It can.
It can, not necessarily, but it can. It can.
It can, because then, all right, so you playing with all these different bands, but now when we want to learn new stuff, you can't even learn the new stuff that we got because you learning all they stuff. So
Yeah.
that devalues the band. So we can't move forward. Can't move forward.
You got 10 songs to learn. You playing with 3 bands. Each band want to learn 3 new
Yep.
songs.
So who you gonna pick?
It
How do
devalues
you
the
pick
band that you call yourself being your home band.
Or you're loyal to?
When you
loyal
can't
to.
be loyal and dedicated to them and tell the other band, man, look, I can't do that this week because we got a show. I got to practice.
Yeah,
with my
because
band.
the way things set up now, we don't have 1,000 places to play.
Facts.
So,
Super facts.
so you're gonna have 8 bands booked on Saturday night.
Maybe 10.
Yeah, so it's just like all 3 of your bands may be playing Saturday night. Who you gonna choose? The one that's paying you the most,
Yep.
and leave the rest of them hanging when you know we need you. You know, so that's
And then come back and,
that's the whole thing
Come
about
back to
it.
practice next week like, what's up, y'all?
Yeah, what's up? Like, nothing ain't never happened. Like, nigga, you just missed our whole show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when I be like, you're
No.
Fired.
So every time I try to get a new band member, I understand that people make their money and they gotta grind how they grind, but do you really have the time to dedicate to what I'm trying to do? If you don't really have the time to dedicate what we trying to do, don't even come. Don't even waste the time. Because I'm always coming up with new shit. Or we always coming up with a new cover or whatever new that we want to do. It's always something to be created. So if you don't have that time to dedicate to what we trying to do, then don't even, waste the time of coming, period. I'd rather struggle than to deal with somebody that's here today, gone tomorrow.
Because it feels like you invested time, effort, and energy
I
into...
need if I call you, I need you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's how that works. But to each his own, man. I understand it's rough out here. Niggas need money. So, they go out here, grind it how they gonna grind it. But I don't know how you focus on building something if you jumping around.
And what if you have a signature sound? Like, because I know...
Well, one thing that I say that I don't agree on with whatsoever is sharing frontline members. I don't agree with that. I don't give a fuck if you is out here making money. I don't want to hear Junior and them, Mike and them, and Tony and them, and everybody on the front line singing and talking exactly the same.
So you need your front line to be exclusive
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
Our bands do go through that. Like, if a band member leaves, that's part of the creativity of the sound. It makes a difference, and bands go through it. We been through it. We revamping. Our sound is back to a level where we appreciate it and we feel comfortable putting it out. But we went through a couple of trials.
Let's talk about it.
Oh,
Let's talk about it. Welcome to No Gray Area. Y'all already know. We're going to go back to the WGN phase.
Okay.
WGN phase, y'all were
We was at our best.
the end of the year, female vocalist of the year. It was a lot going on.
We was definitely at our best.
Well,
Tacoma Station,
Yeah, it was moving.
transitions happen.
Yeah, transitions happen.
So, yes, you did.
Anthony was the first.
Yes.
that was the first transition.
So your Congo player, shout out to Quiet Storm Anthony, who was also management.
Right.
What took place?
Far as what?
The separation, because at one point it felt like y'all were separated, but then it felt like y'all were back together, and then it was like total separation.
Yeah, it was just like a boiling pot waiting to, happen, Me and Anthony was real tight. I just talked to him the other day too, you know what I mean?
That's why I said shout out to Quiet Storm.
He a good dude, 100% good dude, but his views was just different from what everybody else wanted to do. And we've talked about that,
Right.
Recently, his views was just different, and the band wanted to go this way, he wanted to go that way, and it was a bunch of conflict. And when people in the band felt that they could no longer talk to him,
Okay.
Because let's just put it out there. The way he talked to people
yeah,
is disrespectful.
Okay.
Cussing at people like he's somebody's father. You're not nobody. Don't come here.
man, I
cussing at
understand
nobody.
people get frustrated,
Right.
but at the same time, everybody grown, but when people started coming to me to talk to me, and then I'm reporting back to him like, yeah, such and such has this concern or blah, blah, blah. Or,
How did that make you feel?
I mean, it didn't make me feel, because I was like sort of his partner when it came down to this shit, you know what I mean? He looked at me as his partner for real.
Right.
But I'm like, bruh, the people saying this, the people saying that, and the people saying this. And he starts saying, I don't care what nobody say. And I'm like, bruh, you gotta care. This is your band. Like, if you don't care with what they say, they're gonna start leaving. And we have a core that's knocking shit down right now. I'm not trying to lose nobody. I like what we got right here. Everybody could be replaced. Bruh, I don't want to replace nobody. Let's find a way to work it out.
It wasn't even like it was big demands or something.
You know what I mean?
Just
Let's
small
find a
little
way
stuff
to
like
work it out. I don't want
compromise.
to replace nobody, bruh. This is the sound that took us to where we were.
Yes.
I don't want to mess this core up. You're not going to get along with everybody in your band, but you got to find a way to make that shit work.
It's just like a coworker. You're not
Yeah,
friends
you
with
know
all
what I
your
mean? Like I
coworkers.
said, as a co-workers, you know what I mean? You got to find a way to make it work.
There's other things too, though.
He just got
Yeah.
frustrated.
They being nice.
Yeah.
frustrated about, how things went. And then it finally got to me, and I lashed out on him.
Okay.
So once I lashed out on him, that's when it really hurt. And he was like, I'm done. Because he looked at me as his man.
Right.
I am your man. But me and this nigga argue all the time. This nigga pack up and say, well, I'm gone, leave out of practice. I say, well, leave then, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
And he be right back.
And he come. But that's how we do.
That's our
We don't agree.
relationship.
We don't agree on everything. He gonna say what he say. I say what I say.
Anthony shout out to Anthony. He was a good. I just talked to him the other day too, not too long ago. He was a good dude.
He's
To
amazing.
me, it just seemed like he didn't have the experience and longevity in the back, the scenes of the background for him to try to manage and play.
Okay.
That's one of the things he couldn't. He couldn't do both of them
So you
in
felt
this
like,
band.
You felt like the multitasking was too much for him.
It
in
was
this
too
band.
much for him because we as a band, we have heard or hear like say Montu say, man, hey look man, I want y'all to play on such and such, man. We give them, you want Anthony, call Anthony.
He the man.
Give him
a
respect
call.
like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when he called him, it's like, man, we see Mom. What's up with your man, Joe? He's shunned me off.
I was
like,
trying
man.
to put y'all on this gig. He ain't never talked to you. Nah.
He's like, nah, we ain't available. And, you know, it was just stuff like that because Anthony had his own direction that he wanted the band to go in. And some of the directions that the band was willing to go in, he just refused. He just even
Now, I understand.
So do you feel like he had a business plan?
I understand the whole thing about he has big dreams and big expectations.
Right.
But I always say, how the hell are we going to land up on a big stage if we don't grind in the pit? Who is going to just grab ReUp up and put us on a national stage?
See, this is the thing. In this culture, anything is possible. You know that.
Yeah.
But
to just stop gigging and wait on the big fish?
I'm not going to say that. I was about to say, like, just think about it. There's something in the water.
Yeah.
Which is here.
Yeah.
We've all seen the post. 45. You get a phone call 48 hours prior to. Pharrell needs you to be his backing band, and you got to learn 28 songs, and it happens.
Right.
I'm sure that wasn't an expected call, but I just feel like maybe it was just a difference in management styles and directions. And I say this all the time. In this culture, we take a lot of things personal because we have personal relationships intertwined in the business.
Yeah.
And I feel like that emotion spills over a lot of times.
You do.
And you can't have a mindset, if you're in the band, too, that y'all gonna do what I say because I'm the boss.
Okay.
That don't work.
Okay.
That don't work with no.
Supposed to be a collective, like when we
That
first
don't work.
started,
Cannot
we were
treat
asking
people like they're
everybody, you know
your
what I mean?
employees.
Yeah.
Because
you're
when
the
we
manager
first
of the band.
started the band, we said that nobody in this band is superior than the other.
Exactly.
Anybody ideas, anybody suggestions, anybody get a call. Let's do this as a group and make it
So
happen.
y'all are the band of the people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's make it happen. You know what I mean? And see, like right now with, you know, our loss in popularity, which is true. We lost a bit of our popularity. Now it's time to get back to the people again. You know what I mean? Like we started from the beginning and jump out there and do this and jump out there and do that. You know, not that we're going to sell ourselves short, but sometimes you have to
take a loss
just to get your foot back in the door. You know what I mean? And as I'm willing to do it, and as long as everybody else willing to do it, let's make it happen. Because we going to eat. We been eating. It's just like, but you know, you go through phases. Bands that went through phases. The greats that went through phases where Northeast on top. Ain't nobody going to see JY no more. Mm-hmm. Back on top. Ain't nobody going to see Northeast no more. Mm-hmm. This, that, and blah, blah, blah. So you got to feed the people to get them back. So that's what I'm on right now. I'm trying to feed the people to get them back.
So Anthony's your first loss.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next?
Anthony wasn't our first loss. We lost Pete first. The
bass player, the white guy.
Okay, I love
Shout
Pete.
out to Pete.
Yes.
I'm mad Pete.
So Pete first.
Cool Hands Lou, like you used to call him.
Anthony second.
No, it was Lucky, then Anthony.
Yes. Rest in
Rest
peace,
his soul.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So Pete, Lucky, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Then who's after Anthony?
Shoot, after Anthony left, we was running, and then we basically just lost a couple people recently.
Yeah.
You know. Mm-hmm. You know, Big Mo passed away.
Rest in peace, Mo.
Rest in peace, Mo.
Ron left.
left.
And then Burton is gone.
Yeah. Yeah. We got Mike Bell play keyboard for us.
And did you say his name now?
Who?
Yeah.
Well, he
It's the whisper for me.
We'll wait to release that.
Okay, we'll
So,
wait
you
till
know.
further review.
Yeah.
Right.
So, how do you guys work through those transitions? Because those are not minor transitions.
No, they're not. Oh, and you know,
Big
Fleek is gone.
Yeah.
The drummer's
The
gone.
drummer's gone, yeah.
Then we got a new drummer.
Who's your new drummer?
Big Mock.
Big Mock be back there cranking. Shout
Okay.
out to Mock. Y'all gonna hear about him soon.
So y'all lost the engine and the transmission.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How do you
Got the
rebuild?
car up in the air like.
Yes. Where are the parts? How do we move?
Dog.
You gotta move.
But
It's
when you
rough.
have, you have people that watched us as a front line for years that been waiting to like get an opportunity to play with us.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're gonna be without that engine and a motor for long.
Yeah.
It's just that how you make it work to that same car again.
You know, try to get that sound back.
Yes.
Because everybody has their own style of playing their instrument. So you gotta, you know, talk to them. Hey, bro, I need you to be right here. I don't need all that. Just this.
So you're back to grooming them to play the way you.
Oh, they groomed
Oh,
already.
they
ready.
They ready, yeah. But you know, that's what it takes, because that's how ReUp started. We had to groom people to get ReUp off the
Lord have
ground.
mercy.
Facts.
You know,
Anthony
because all of them,
included.
Anthony and Fleet,
The drummer and the Congo player,
Yeah, they didn't get along.
well,
wasn't
they
about the-
sound,
they got along in the beginning. They just didn't fit
because
our
they came
style.
together.
Ah.
We had to make them fit our
I
style.
brought my crew, he brought his crew.
Here we go with these crews, like it's an instant
Always
bang.
some
Yeah,
crews
just
around
put them
here.
together, add water. It's the
Yeah.
Kool-Aid. It's the crazy
Me and
Kool-Aid.
Anthony met. Anthony said, bring who you know, and I'll bring who I know.
So y'all had a gumbo,
Yep, that's it.
and it just once the drummer and how long did it take them to lock?
About 6 months in practicing. Cause we was like, we would get on the phone after, like, this shit ain't gonna work here.
All
This shit
percussion
ain't gonna work
sections,
here.
I get them together.
Like this ain't gonna work here.
General Sydney.
Exactly.
Gonna work.
Yeah.
Only way
Ted,
you
like
gonna
I
be able
can't
to play
even
with
chuck
us.
with them.
Oh, Ted, please.
Some of them conversations I
can't
didn't
even chuck
even
with
hear.
them,
I
Trae.
didn't even know that y'all was having certain conversations.
So how do y'all work through that? Like, how do you transition through that? Because that's a major thing. That lock is major.
But the lock is major, but what's even more major is the music section. Because shit that we thought we had under the rug and was good to go, we gotta start learning it
From the
all
beginning.
over again.
From the beginning,
The songs that took us off the ground, we gotta teach somebody else the song.
and to play it the way that
Yes.
We needed to be played.
Because we was working on a song last night that's old, but they had never played it. And I said, hold on. Y'all are playing entirely too much. All I need is that 8 and that horn blast on there. I don't need all that other shit.
all the extra musical stuff. Because you have a specific sound.
That's not the song. It don't go like that. You know? Just to get it correct. Good to go. I said, sometimes the simplest things is the crankingest things. Stop trying to put so much in it. Too much spice.
I don't know. I like my food spicy.
Lord, too
spice.
much spice. But you know.
So we have replaced the engine, the transmission, 2 turn signals at this point. Like,
And the tires on that.
and the tires.
Man, I'm telling you,
We
man.
ready though. We ready right now.
Yeah, we
You
ready.
can call us right now. 30 minutes. If everybody all work,
we can play.
we can do it right now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's
it's
late
rough.
enough.
It's definitely rough. Very frustrating. Like to leave practice knowing what you had, and you have them first few practices, you just like, Slim, we done.
And see, that's crazy to me because I always look at when things transition and happen like an open draft, just like the NFL or the NBA. Like, we know the meshing is going to take time.
Yeah.
I mean, you could put 50 superstars on one team, but that don't mean nothing
Yeah, it
if
don't.
everybody's
It
playing an
definitely
individual
don't.
game.
That's indeed.
I done seen bands that was full of stars that was slumming.
It's something
And
like
I'd be
that
like,
now.
hey, Slim, they got too much firepower on that stage to be slumming like that.
It's some of them like that now. I be mad.
Too much firepower on
Because
that
I know what you
stage for
can
them
do,
to
and
be
I know what
slumming.
you can do.
Those
I
be
know
the
what
bands
you
that
can do.
don't
Y'all
practice,
just don't
though.
sound good
That's
together.
what I think. I just think it's all a matter of them not practicing. They just be getting up there. That's
Just
what
doing
I
it.
think.
Yeah.
So y'all believe practice is important?
It is
Definitely,
important.
definitely,
Very much so.
definitely.
Trey tell you, if I don't, it used to be like that. If I can't practice this song and I feel like I'm confident enough to play it, then I don't care if everybody think we got it. And if I miss practice that week, I don't feel like I ain't singing no songs this week. If I can't practice it with my band this week, then I don't sing. Billie Jean, you don't sing or anything. You was in practice.
And that's the stuff that used to hurt my heart, knowing that we got a show and people don't show up to practice. I'm like, dog, we play Saturday, dog. Like, I'd be pissed.
So do you think that was more so because of their comfort level with the music, or they were gigging with other bands?
No,
or?
it was just
Comfortable. People got real relaxed. It was
comfortable.
The recent people that left our band got, I mean, you know, for real, got in their head that, like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want, even though as a front line, we used to be like, we want to do more. And they used to be like, oh, we don't really got.
Yeah, because
We got them anyway.
let's get into it. We're in the no gray area. I know y'all have heard it. I've heard it. Plenty of people have heard it. ReUp done broke up like 50 times and got back together.
So we ain't never stopped practicing. Never.
We still kept going, even
I think
when
we
Only time we slowed down was
With the
pandemic
pandemic.
with everybody else. You know?
Yeah.
That's the only time we wasn't together, you know?
And then we took a month. Like, it was something happened in our band. I forgot what it was, man. But we just was like, hold up. Conflict of interest.
Yeah.
It was certain.
Yeah, conflict of interest. You know.
Yeah, but
That
we
was
never
it.
broke up people out there. It was never a breakup.
Say that again for the people
For
in
the
the back.
people out there, we never broke up. We always been together. Always.
Yeah.
Always been together.
Sometimes bands just get quiet, but it don't necessarily mean they broke up. You know, they revamp it.
And you
they
know,
tryna get a strategy.
people saw
Yep.
people leaving or saw this, that, and the
Yeah.
third, so they
And
was like,
some
oh yeah,
people
they
that
done.
left did not leave quietly.
Right.
And
That's
that-
the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Things
something.
like the rumor mill. It
Yeah.
was they broke up, they're done. I heard. Oh, I saw Cindy playing the bell with Vibe. He over with Vibe. I heard Trae tried out the lead talk somewhere else, and
Yeah.
what Billy going to do?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I ain't heard or seen none,
None
of
of that,
this.
because it never was happening.
So what's going it's just it's different to me because I know, like, going back again to the WGN phase, y'all were boom on the road, bam, this show, that show, this show, that show. The very night before, I think y'all were at Tacoma Station the night before the WGNs, and then the WGNs happens the next day, and then
Fast
pieces
Eddie's that night.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And then it was moving, and then the transition happens, and now it's time to rebuild. So even for the people that were watching, because Sid mentioned people been watching, been wanting to play with y'all. Everybody that's watching that wants to play is not a good fit.
Right.
So how do you figure out your fit? I mean, you're at a pivotal point where you got shows lined up, things are changing. You got to get somebody in. I don't want to keep calling the fill-in in because I could devote that time to developing my talent. So how do we start the search? How does the search happen? I'm always curious about this.
Well, as far as getting new members, well, you know, I had put an ad out on Facebook recently for a keyboard player. I had been trying to keep quiet about it, keep quiet, because I ain't wanted to be messy or people to be like, oh, them niggas ain't got no keyboard player. You know, that's how people be, you know. So I said, man, I don't even want to tell nobody we need a keyboard player right now. I was like, man, but this is drastic times, you know. I need to get me a board in here fast.
But then you know, when people come around you, most of the time you know them and you can tell whether they fit your band. Be like, nah. It's been people
and that's the thing he always say. He said he may be good, but is he his camaraderie? Is he gonna be able to be with us?
So y'all are looking for a family member.
Yeah, and that's what I put in the thing. I said we are a family-oriented band.
Yeah.
I said no assholes are allowed in this group. So if you're an asshole, you know for a fact if you're an asshole.
Is that how we put up an ad
Yeah.
for a job?
I said no assholes.
Qualifications. No assholes.
No assholes are allowed in this band.
We have allowed some of them to sneak through the cracks. We can't be like
See the way I'm looking at you.
Well, I'm just like, man, I'm just trying. This is not only
know
business.
who it is.
I need to have some fun. It's not only business. It's business and pleasure for me.
So when it becomes all business,
It's no good.
ain't no fun.
Cause there's certain bands that you know, that done asked Sid to play with them, or then asked me to join the band, and we say, yeah, that's a good look, but it ain't gonna be no fun.
Yes. Just imagine.
It's just gonna be all about getting paid. That's it.
people don't know that you auditioned for Northeast as well. You and Shelly P both auditioned for
Yeah.
Northeast when they had the opening.
Yeah, I wanted that spot, Slim.
You did.
I said it's over from that point.
You give me that job.
But I
it's a
had
wrap.
people cheering for me, like the big guys in the game was cheering for me to get the
I
spot.
definitely
You know,
was cheering for you.
so I was like, man, that
You
would
and
have
Shelly
been
P
my
on that front
dream.
line would have been. You and Shelly P on that front line.
Yeah, that would have been
I would have
cranking.
lost it. Do you understand
That
me?
would have been cranking.
I would have lost it.
I gotta give a shout out to my girl D though. She was the like
Yeah.
Shelly P. She was down with like me. It was me, Trae, and D.
She was with All For You.
Yes, and she was like Shelly P, but she's
The thing about it is that she was like, we done groomed
Yeah, we
several
taught her,
members.
yes.
Like, we done made drummers, go-go drummers. We done made keyboard players that came from another background, made them go-go
So
keyboard
you
players.
told them shots and
Yeah,
samples and
and,
how to throw the aid. And
I met D on my bus. She saw the music notes on my arm. She said, "Are you into music?" I said, "Yeah, I play in go-go bands." She said she had just came up here from the country, Southern talking. She said, "I've been listening to that go-go since I've been here. And is it that easy to be in a band? Because people sound terrible on that front line. On them mics. Them girls can't sing." And I said, I said, well, I'm not in a band right now. I said, but if I ever get a call for a band, give me your number. I'm going to call you and audition you, since you want to know, is it that easy to be in a band here? 2 weeks later, I got a call from All For You.
and you called her.
And I said, hey, first practice, let's go. And she was a country bumpkin, ain't know nothing about nothing. Yeah, country
That little
bumpkin,
motherfucker.
ain't know
What's
nothing about
that little
anything.
joker can sing.
But just like Sid,
But we groomed her
spent
to make-
days with her in the
all day,
house
all
and
night.
doing this and doing that.
Hey, we gonna do this together. We gonna go here together. We gonna hang with each other. Same thing with Billy.
Yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Got her right.
What
Yeah.
keeps y'all coming back to the culture?
I love it. It's love for me. It's like I done tried to walk away from it. I done tried that, this, that, and the third. But I swear to God, this is it for the dog. This is it for the dog.
I will,
tell you.
I will see y'all in Krankenstein takes
Nope.
the stage.
It
part
is. It is.
27.
It is in your blood though.
Dog,
I got people you can call right now. Like you can call Nick or anybody and ask them. They be like, "Sid,
Shout
man,
out
what
to
you
Nicky
doing, man?
Barnes with DC
Come on,
Live.
man. You gotta come on. We gotta play." I'll be like, I ain't playing unless y'all give me 5 chicken wings with mumbo sauce and an ice cold beer. Then I'll play. It wasn't about money.
Yeah.
So if you can go get on the stage and perform for chicken wings and an ice cold beer.
We're not encouraging that you do that. But
No, I'm just
we're just
saying.
saying that
That's
if
how my
you-
love is
if you
for.
love the culture that much.
Yeah,
we're
it's
not-
always been the
Do
love.
not pay them chicken wing salaries. That's not cool. We're not
I'm
performing.
just saying I do a favor for my
Yeah,
friend
that's
like
the
that.
way you love the culture.
Yeah. When I was coming up, my mother, my uncles, all them used to get on me. They never understood, why are you so into that stuff? You don't want to go to school. You don't want to do this, but all you think about is that damn go-go. Well, I don't understand. And here it is almost 30 years later.
And you still
and
think
now
about that
they
damn
be like,
go-go.
you be seeing my nephew on that jump. Hey, you know that's my cousin right there. You know that's my son. You hear him on it? They said we never understood why you were so interested in it. Now that we are paying attention, like, you're good at it. Like, like wow, I never, we didn't know. But yeah, it's a love thing.
All right, Billy, what keeps you here?
Same thing, similar to what they said. It's the love, but it's also an outlet for me. It's fun, something to do, just get out the house. But definitely the love for it keeps me coming back.
What do
Because
you
you
want?
definitely get frustrated with it. Don't
Oh
want to
my
do
God.
it no
You do. You
more.
want- quit
I'm not
every
even a
other week.
performer. It's an emotional roller coaster
Yeah.
for me. It's
You
an
get tired of the people you with in the band.
But it
That
just
happens
be
too.
fun sometimes. Like last night at practice, we was having so much fun. So sometimes I love going to
Yeah.
practice because it'd be fun. It'd be fun.
Because it's just like any other thing. You're not always in the mood for it. But once you get there and get one, all right, we good. Because I come to shows, I be blown. I come to shows, I be sitting there like, As soon as I get on that stage, first 2 songs, I'll be blown by the third when I'm ready to rock.
You ready to go then?
Yeah.
I don't like him when he blown because he throw me off.
You don't like him when he what?
When I'm blown.
I be like, well,
See, it be like, come on, Trae.
Like,
you gotta get in the mood, man. You gotta get in the mood.
Come on now.
You the face, you the energy.
It's just annoying.
But you know, it's life.
What do you want your legacy to be that you leave behind for this culture?
Shit, I just want them to remember me. Trae was here.
Gonna
Trae
remember
did
my
that.
name, Trae Dogg.
Yeah, Trae did that. Trae did this. That's all, you know. And with my son, he growing up, and he's looking, and he loves anything that
Shout
I
out
do.
to
He
G.
don't care what it is. Daddy, play your song in the car. Daddy, play one of your songs. Play one of your songs. And
He not coming back to no more.
Yeah,
interviews.
man.
He just got up. He
See,
eating
that's-
Mentos. He got ice.
he still got that. He still got that hustler mentality.
He can't
Phone
help it.
ringing.
He can't help it.
He going outside to take phone
He
calls.
can't help
It's
it.
a wrap for
He
him.
on the block, he slinging dope.
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah,
pimping
yeah.
hoes.
He still got a hustler's
I
mentality.
ain't pimping hoes, slinging dope, I ain't pimping hoes. Individual goes. See, what do you want your dash to be?
Just ask you.
What you want your legacy to be?
I already got a legacy.
Okay, tell the people what your legacy is.
Dirty Root. I mean, no, I'm just saying.
You told me I'm not allowed to call you that no more.
No, I didn't say you couldn't do that.
Don't call me that.
I was with somebody.
Don't switch up in front of company.
It was all that
Be the
little
same,
nice little
be the
elegant
same.
restaurant. She was like, "What's up, Dirty Root?"
That's what I call you all the time.
you
Girl, mind your business.
Why she call you that?
So what's your legacy?
Just been doing it for a long time. I made a lot of friends, and one thing I could probably say I don't have enemies. Go. My people that don't like me can't have a good reason not to like me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Same with me.
You know,
I pretty much get along with everybody.
everybody from
I never
been
walked
friends
around
with them since the beginning. Like gang is all of them. We grew up together. We was kids together. We got locked up together. Seating all Oak Hill, receiving home. We did time together. We went through a lot, and still to this day have been able to produce it in go. And you can't take it away from 'em. It's a talent that you have to have. It's no way you can be sorry and still be doing what I'm doing. And I've been doing it for a long time.
Since when? Since what year, Sydney?
I'll say
Come on, Uncle
86.
Grandpa.
I need y'all to hear that.
3.
Since 1986, I was 7. I was 7.
87, maybe 87, 86, 87.
I was 8.
And see, I was 91. Since 91.
Look at Billy like
That's a
dope.
lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
What do you want your legacy to be, Billy?
As a female singer in this industry, I just want to be. I want my legacy to be that I just never gave up. Like even through all the adversities I went through, because it was rough for me in the beginning. Just that I never gave up and that I just did it for the culture.
You said it was rough for you in the beginning.
Yeah.
Expand on that for me.
Pretty rough for the fact that, you know, a lot of people just felt like, you know, I couldn't sing. They would say things like, oh, she can't sing. She don't need to be in a band. I was just known for my looks, I guess, just up there. I just had a lot of hate in the beginning. So I grew through all that and just kept on going, and I'm still here all these years later, and I got better.
Super facts.
Yeah.
Super
So
facts.
that's what I want my legacy to be.
So what's next for ReUp? Y'all know I'm excited. I can't make a lot of y'all shows because, well,
Because you're so busy. You the host of the First of
And
all,
look,
let's shout you out, okay?
What did I tell
You
you
the
at
one
the
that's doing
What did
it
I
right
tell
now.
you at March Mayhem?
You
was
doing
like,
it.
get ready to
I
get
said,
booked.
Slim,
It's a
get
free.
ready to get booked.
You killing it
Why
out here.
aren't you a host for real?
And you so good at it. Like I told
And
you that
she's
at
on
the,
now.
at the March Mayhem.
She's
Like, I
on.
didn't know. I didn't know that was like your hidden talent.
I said, she's
I know
You
you
better
put
than you
shows
better you a
together,
better host than a lot of people
but I
that
didn't
I see
know
man.
the host like this.
For a while. I don't want.
Killing
I'm never gonna say no names
I
because I
enjoyed
still
it.
respect and love, you know,
you
every
love?
part of go-go. But you better than a lot of people.
thank you.
I said,
Great
and
job.
I found that out at March Mayhem. I said,
Yes.
hey, Slim,
It's
This
never
is
a dull
you.
moment with you.
Oh, we have a good
I
day.
said, this is you right here,
You
Sean.
singing, you shouting everybody out. You're
I
very
got
observant.
to. Everybody in the room
So,
is a star.
I love that.
It's just like for Trae.
Yep.
When Trae is up there, when you're up
Yep.
there, when y'all see people y'all know, y'all
Yeah.
show them love.
Yep.
And that's the one thing that I can say that I took from just the culture as a whole. Everybody has to feel like a star.
Yeah.
I could have stayed home and saved my outfit and my gas money and all this.
Yeah.
Energy.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
brought
make
it
them
in.
all feel like stars. I even look at the gorilla in the corner and tell her she's sexy.
Listen, you're supposed to. You heard that too.
Like, good mama.
Yeah, the
She don't
gorilla
want
in the
me either.
corner. I'd be like, hey,
Good
boo, I
mama.
see you with that dress on now.
Hey, boo. I
And
see
even
you
she
in the
don't
dress.
want me.
Yep.
Give her a hug, let her
She
kiss
don't want
me on
me.
the cheek, all that.
keeps saying,
And
don't
she
nobody
don't want
want-
me.
She don't want you to.
The gorilla don't
Said,
want you.
not even she would want him. Crazy.
I don't care who it is. Show them love.
Yeah.
Look, I told you the one time when we had the firm, we was playing down at the Joan on 8th Street,
Yes.
Roses.
I
Yes.
remember Rose. Yeah.
One night we went in there to play. Roses wasn't no bigger than this room.
It still is the same size as this
And
one.
They still do.
we went in there and played, and it was about 20 gay guys in there.
Oh, wow.
Were you uncomfortable?
And I was like, oh. So we start playing, and they,
Not the tongue
I got
out.
them names.
You bad
Start
at-
saying them names,
Oh,
putting
wow.
them on.
They went off.
Wow.
I see you, boo.
Oh,
When we got
You said I see you,
when
boo?
we left
To a
out of
man?
there, Shelly P said, Trey,
man.
I got a whole new
I
level
don't.
of respect for you,
you.
Slim.
Got a whole-
Because
I
when
don't
I was
know.
walking to the car, they was like, Trey,
that's too much.
and Shelly was like, young, this nigga just ran a party for all them gay guys now. And ain't never changed his style.
Everybody's a star.
I didn't care who was in the crowd. They was partying.
As
They was
long as it
loving
was a
what we
crowd.
were doing.
Y'all gave me a flashback of a band I forgot. The Chance Band.
Come on.
They had a
Sammy.
group of faggots used to come and see us faithfully called the Sucky Sucky Crew. I'm not lying.
She took her hands out.
I wish he was taking calls. You can call
The
people
what?
from Barnett's.
The what?
The Sucky Sucky Crew. Group of faggots.
And what
I'm
did
telling
they,
you.
what they meant by that?
I could care less.
First of all, you're not going to call him
I could care less. Those, I don't have nothing
The
against
Sucky
homosexuals.
Sucky
Me neither.
Crew.
I don't
Faggots
have
in my
nothing
family.
against them.
But
Sucky
I'm
Sucky
saying,
Crew.
they paid way more money than the average person that came in our go-go. If the price was $10, they would give up a deal. I'll just keep it. I'm talking about for real.
Because
They
supported
paid
y'all.
us.
They supported y'all.
They supported us. They loved us. The Sucky Sucky Crew. Shout out to the Sucky Sucky Crew.
Sucky Crew. I've heard a
Y'all
lot of...
still out there?
Oh, no. this just went...
I'm saying I did
Phone
forget
about to
about the
ring.
chance,
Look,
man.
look, I'm looking
Phone
down
gonna
like...
ring like, hey, I was part of that one.
homie.
Hey, C.
Hey, Rupa.
Go ahead.
So what's next for ReUp? How do you want to finish your 2022 and start off your 2023? Have we got that far ahead? Or are we rebuilding right now?
we
Look,
ready.
everybody got
We ready.
tears in their eyes from laughing at
Well,
this.
it's
man. There's something wrong with him.
always we are building right now, because we basically got a new rhythm section for real.
Okay.
So we are building right now. Even though we're gigging, we're still building.
Definitely gigging.
But I just want us to get back strong again, man. The phone is back ringing.
We
We
straight.
going here, we going there, you know. So
We
I just
built.
want
We
to.
just trying to move. That's all.
I'm
We
just
built
trying
all
to
that.
move, and I want to get another like hit single, just like how Georgia did.
My favorite song.
I want to get another hit song that everybody gonna sing along to. And I want to record. I want to do a whole album. I want to do a whole studio album. I want to bad.
a studio album.
Yep, a whole studio album.
And you
And let's
know
give
they
big
say-
ups to the DJs now, man. Y'all know ReUp make a Christmas song every year. Start playing it in November. We got a list of them. We got plenty of Christmas songs.
Yeah.
Start playing them in November. Don't wait till December the 23rd, play it 2 times, and then we don't hear it no more.
Yeah.
We got Christmas songs for the last 4 years.
We make Christmas music, and you know,
Play them.
yeah. So I just want to,
So as far as the studio album,
yeah,
you know they say studio has a tendency to water down.
they do. But it
So,
depends.
how
When
do
you
you
got to
combat
sit
that?
down with that engineer and let them know the type of sound that you're looking for. Because it's just like any genre of music. If you need them congos turned up on that track with some water on it, I need that on there. I need it to sound like that. That's all you got to do is sit down with your engineer, whoever's mixing it. If you let them do it on their own, they're going to do it on their own.
Yeah, the way they want to.
But if you want a particular sound out of it, just tell them what you want. You know, you got to sit down with him when it come down to that mix.
So Trae, what are your goals to finish off 2022? What are your goals? Because I don't get to see y'all that often.
Mm-hmm.
So what are your goals? Sid, get your head out your phone. You next.
Keep rolling a J.
No, I'm not.
What are your goals to finish out 2022? It's now almost July, basically. So we only have 5 strong months left.
Yeah.
What do you want to accomplish, Trae?
Exactly. I want that music out. I want some music out. Something that's really buzzing. That's what I need to feel comfortable. I need some good music out, and I'm just trying to win my fans back. I honestly feel like I lost a lot of my fans to the bands that were quote unquote under us because we were on top. So I think I lost my fans to a lot of bands that was under us due to their consistency.
Okay.
They was constantly playing. When we couldn't make it, they was getting in there. And, people get won over, They heard something they ain't never heard before.
Right.
They didn't heard everything that ReUp was doing. Now they hear something new.
They done fell in love with
So they done fell in love with that new thing or whatever. I just want to try to win my fans back. Even though my fans love me on a personal level. It don't even be go-go.
Right.
They talk to me on social media, inbox, just to conversate.
Hey, how you doing? How you feeling?
Yeah, and stuff like that. They don't even ask about the band. You know what I mean? So I want to get them back in the party. That's what I want.
So you want to build parties that bring the people back.
Yeah, get my people back.
And we want to win some new fans too.
That's right. That's right.
All right, Rupa.
Well, shout out to my man Twan. Twan already know what I want. All I want, and gonna continue to want, is to beat the bell and the crank in that order. That's it.
In that order. All right, Billy.
I just want to be booked and busy and having fun all for the rest of this year.
Yeah.
Just booked, busy, having a good time. Put out a new hit single,
Well,
some more
congratulations
originals.
on y'all hit single in advance, because y'all keep speaking it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to congratulate y'all in advance, 'cause the more you speak it, you're manifesting it. So
Yes.
congratulations in advance on your new hit single.
We definitely
that
always
will be
working on
debuting
something.
right here on No Great Area. I'm going to claim that too.
I want to do
right.
another video too. We
Yeah.
did some videos before. I want to do another
Shooting
video.
the
That'd be fun.
videos.
We got Christmas videos, Christmas
And
songs, y'all.
we was just
Reminisce
about to
Christmas
shoot a
songs.
video just before it got before winter was over.
Right.
But that's when people start falling off.
That's when things start transitioning.
And I said, God damn it, I was trying to do this, I was trying to do that.
But do you believe it's delayed and not denied? You know, everything is in God's timing. It didn't happen then because, say you shot the video and then they left. You done spent money on the video that I know you're not going to release. I know
Yeah,
you're not going to
yeah.
release it because those not your people no more.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. You right about that.
Yeah.
Like in the words of Uncle Charlie Fenwick, Fenwick said, "Don't put nobody on no cover of no album." He ain't never put the Bucks on the cover of no album. He
It's
said
just
because they
cover
could
art
change at any
in a given
time.
moment.
Don't put nobody on there.
Shout out to Charlie Fenwick.
Put the
Charlie.
So let's speak about Charlie Fenwick because y'all have a unique relationship with him.
I didn't know him since I was a kid. So
Charlie Fenwick, hey man.
He be getting on him too.
He should. He's
Me and
out of
Charlie
control.
go back, man. We go
go back.
Full
young.
flats on the Cadillac.
He asked
good,
Sid,
the
he
bad,
said,
and
how
up.
old is you now? Sid said, we at the time, he's like, I'm 46. He said, you lying. He said, you gotta be 60 something and Trae the one that's 46.
Dang,
He said, because I didn't know y'all since y'all was kids.
No, I remember when he told me that day. I said, Charlie, I'm only 48, Charlie. He said, you lying, man. Me and my wife was sitting down the other day going through some videos and some pictures. I see a picture of you. I got a video of you, Tony Shop, and I forgot who it was, but that's you showing up, and you got a cigarette in your hand, and you drinking a beer.
You was like, nigga, I was 14.
I said, no, I was 16. He said, you wasn't no 16, man.
With a beer and a cigarette.
Looking like somebody mechanic uncle out there.
Exactly.
I was I hung with them, like Class Man, Mo, Tony Schaub, all of them. I hung with them, man. Benny, you know, Michael Muse,
What
all
did
of
you
them.
learn? Because you have been a part of some amazing bands. You've developed some amazing relationships. What have you learned? Because you've been around clearly since the 80s, mid 80s. You've been around. And this culture is now 2022.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't really learn go-go. It was something. When I heard it, it was like, you know, my mother to this day still gets mad and used to tell me when I was little, what is you doing? I used to get pots and
Yeah,
pans.
same here.
Trying to recreate the sound.
Yeah, and she always called it bunku ba bunku music. That's all they do, bunku ba bunku ba bunku. But it's just like, I wasn't taught to play percussions like congos and drums. I could play them. It's something that came natural. Singing was something I've been doing since I was a little boy, you know, and
Did you start out in church?
no.
I did.
Honestly, didn't never start out in church. My idol coming up, I used to listen to, shout out to Michael Muse. I'm telling y'all to this day, right now, if it wasn't for Michael Muse, there would be no singing in go-go. He created musical singing in go-go. And when you was little and when I heard back when Essence incorporated Mike into their sound, the stuff they was doing, because they was doing stuff without singing in it. But when he came into it, and it was like, if you want some fun, then you got to let us know.
You better sing it,
He at times so very hard. All that's music. They wasn't doing it at first. Lil Benny had a distinctive voice, and he just used to do chants, and it was
Call and
more like a
response.
rap type of thing, or you know, or hooks
See,
and raps.
that was me. Like, I started off, I fell in love with the percussion aspect of it first, pulling out all my mother pots and pans and all that stuff, banging on them in the house. I fell in love with that part first.
How many instruments do you play, Trae?
Well,
Not a master.
I'm good, but not a master of none.
Right.
But everybody know I started out as a keyboard player. So I still could play. I'm not ready to play in no bands, but at the same time, I still could play. And I love percussions, drums, congos, timbales. I love the bang, you know what I mean? So, and that's what my mother used to like, stop banging. She used to always say, stop banging. And to this day, as an adult, I have been doing that all my life. When I'm in the house, I'm banging on the kitchen counter. I'm
bang
stomping
too?
on the floor. I do that like, you can ask people that seen me driving the bus. I'm on the steering wheel like this while I'm going down the road. It's just something that's in me, you know what I mean? And like, I fell in love with that part, but when it came down to a voice, I fell in love with Benny first.
Okay, explain why. He's the smoothest to me.
I fell in love with Benny first as a voice, like just his swag and his call and response, and you know, he had power in his voice, you know what I mean? So he was the first person I fell in love with vocally in go-go, but I always was a fan of the percussions. And then I was a fan of the bomb. I was in love with that.
They don't even drop that bomb like that anymore.
I was in love
upset
with
me.
bombs.
You can't even find keyboards that do that.
You
anymore.
can't find the synthesizer either.
but
Those
move.
sounds I'm
You
in
need a
love
move.
with. Oh
The
my
sound,
God.
the sound that came later, and people say it was before that. I don't care what was before that. I'm talking about Signified. Northeast Groovers 808. Once I heard that shit,
You felt that in your chest the
I
first
was
time at the
turned
go-go. What
on. I
happened?
was like, God damn, you hit a bot, like, goodness gracious. So it was like a drug. I was chasing that. I need to hear that. when I go, I need to hear that 808. You know, so, and then samples, essence. Like I fell in love with that type of shit. I was like, damn. And then another thing that I fell in love with, and first time I heard it was on Go Go Mickey, and I never knew that the engineer was doing that. I thought it was him.
What?
You know, he get the rolling, and then you
Oh, the sound effect.
and I was like, damn.
I do that
She's
with
like,
fast.
Mom, listen to this. I'm telling my mother, she's like, what are you talking about? I said, do you hear this Congos? Listen to that. I didn't know that was the engineer. I thought it was him. I was like, how do we do that? I'm sitting there. I said, it sounds like when he get to playing fast, it just happens. So I sit there and try to play fast, like, where's that sound at?
The speed of light.
Waiting to hit, you know.
You gotta get one of the machines like BJ.
BJ, he sit there pushing buttons and
Who
shit.
encourages you?
BJ a bad
Who influences
motherfucker.
Well, I got older sisters, so I was probably like 16 when I went to my first go-go.
Who did you
I
go
was not supposed
see?
to be in there. I went to Club U to see Essence.
Oh, them was
Good
some good
choice.
days.
And I
Look, here I
fell
go.
in
Them was
love.
some good days
Good choice.
there.
I fell in love with Miss Kim.
Yes.
This was like early on. Well, she had been in there, but it was like early, still kind of early on for her. And I was just like, oh, I want to be in a band like that when I get older. And I liked her style. I liked how she was, you know, she was really good at what she did, but was just still pretty and still,
Sex
could
appeal.
sing and all of that. And I was
She
just
still
like,
got it. Sex
and she just
appeal.
commanded everything, the stage when she walked
Looking
out
all
on there.
cute.
But yeah, that's who my first idol was in go-go. And then I moved on to, I like Blackwell a whole lot. I like Talisa. It's quite a few of them. I like Camise. I like all of them, honestly. But Miss Kim was the first. That was my first. I was 16. Wasn't supposed to even be in no club.
We're not looking at the
at
bad
all.
kids. Those the
I
bad
don't pay
kids.
no attention.
They are the
They
bad
crazy.
kids.
Nigga here, man.
Bad kids.
Wavy.
Yeah. Yep.
So what keeps the three of y'all together? Because I've noticed y'all have a certain dynamic together on the front line, and it's kind of like weird because I wouldn't expect to walk in a ReUp show and see two of y'all and not the third.
It has happened. Like I got sick. I
Oh.
mean, Billy hold it down.
Let's talk about
Billy
it.
go out of town. We just gotta do what we gotta do. But together as a unit,
I'm shocked that you were on stage. When was it? Last week? Wild Lover. I'm shocked.
Woo!
I
What
said,
made you?
boy, you're not coming.
I'm gonna tell you why.
What made you get on stage? So
I'ma tell you why.
Let's tell them. Broken foot, 2 broken ribs.
Right,
On stage with a cane,
right.
leaned over. Why?
It's my band, first of all, right? And like we've been talking about today, we was going through a transition. So really, the band had limited material that our music section knew. Yeah. And they only knew what we had.
What we already worked on.
Well, with me not being there, you can't even
It
put
cuts
on.
out a part of your arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm just gonna have to take the pain pills and
Limp on in.
limp on in there.
Made it
Limp on
through.
it.
He can't laugh too much because his ribs gonna hurt, but he made it.
Yeah.
Made it in there.
Yeah, we was really, that was a really tough spot right there. Like,
Yeah.
if we only had that many songs.
Yeah.
Oh, and if anybody ever wanted to still say it, now's the good time.
Ain't nobody gonna
'Cause he
steal
can't
my
do
brother.
too much, man.
Hit them back.
I don't know, man. He might
shit.
turn into a Thundercat or
I'm
something
trying
with
to tell
them.
you, I
Sydney,
still got this left up.
Don't miss practice. You know the rules. You don't set the practice.
Exactly.
Even those the rules.
Bruce Bailey walking around here too. My man, Bruce.
Upcoming shows. What shows y'all have coming up?
Saturday the 3rd, July 3rd, we back out Nottingham's with Belladonna. That's gonna be nice.
Shout out to Kiwi.
4th of July
I
weekend.
like that spot too, man.
Not
It's a nice spot.
Yeah,
nice
it's
spot.
nice out there.
Shout out to Cranking for Life. Kiwi.
Yeah, Kiwi is the bomb. I love Kiwi. Shout out to
And,
Kiwi.
and you know, we've been working with my brother BJ over at the Hangers,
Yeah.
trying to build up a little spot, you know.
On Thursdays?
Yeah, trying something, you know, see what it do.
So
Shout
y'all will
out
be
to
there.
BJ.
Y'all be there this Thursday.
Yeah.
It
We will?
is-
Yeah.
It may be ReUp and
Well, I think it's just us two this week.
okay.
I think it's just us two.
Yeah,
this
last week it was
Jukebox
jukebox.
band.
That's B-Man in them.
Yeah.
Brian.
Shout out to them. I met the young lady, Kiwi. I like her. I don't know. I don't hope I'm saying her name right. But shout out to
was it
Kiwi.
Kiwi.
Queeby?
Queeby. Or Queeby. Yeah. Shout out to her. She was good.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah, pretty
So,
awesome.
you know.
So Thursdays, that's a free show.
Yeah.
Doors open at.
7.
It's an early show.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
over at 11.
Okay.
11:30. It's over at 11. They got to be done by 11:15.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can get up and go to work
7
after that.
Yeah.
Get your party on. And it's free.
Yeah. In and out, you know.
But
Just
do
a
go
little
to the bar, though.
Yeah.
Somebody- Please help the bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
They need help. They
Yeah,
serve some
shoot,
good
they
drinks.
sold plenty of liquor and chicken. People was eating
The
it.
chicken was man. I don't remember the Hangers Club having good chicken. I didn't.
It's okay.
No,
It was good. It was
well,
good.
it's just like any other establishment
No.
that you go to. It depends on the chef.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
depends on the chef. Because I've been to some places that have had good chicken and goddamn, their chicken is not,
Not
good when I
good.
get there, and
It's
I'm
not
disappointed.
consistent.
Yeah, 'cause-
Change the cook.
yeah, and I know because I get excited about chicken wings. Like
Yeah.
you know, I'm a chicken wing connoisseur. Like
Right.
I know which spots got the good wings, quesadillas,
Yes.
fries, all that, and then I get there and I'm like,
This wasn't even good.
yeah, they do great wings,
Tacoma Station got the.
great
Yeah, some
wings,
good wings.
great
Yes, indeed.
wings.
Speaking of Tacoma Station, we need to talk to them. Trying to get up there.
I'm
man.
trying to get in clout.
Yeah.
What's going on, clout? Trying to get in there.
Holla at your boy.
I want some Southern cuisine.
And we got a whole R&B show for you. You say you don't want no roll times. Trust me, we got that for you.
I'm trying to have some salmon before I go on stage. You hear me?
Some soul rolls. Sometimes we cranky.
They said that's a good ass spot to eat. Just
I haven't ate it yet, but I heard it was good.
So you're trying to get in the cloud.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
are you guys? Because this is the question that I have for everybody right now because of the climate of things and the weekends. Like y'all seeing the weekends, like I'm seeing the weekends. Like it's super stacked shows.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday,
Yeah.
Sunday, like every weekend. So are you guys looking for a weekly spot, or are you guys more so into spot gigging right now until you get yourself fully comfortable
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
reacclimation?
Yeah. Spot gigging is good for us right now.
it won't take but a month. We can get a spot every week.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. We ready right now. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, we ready right now with the musicians we got, the camaraderie we got with the drummer and the conga player. We ready right now.
Who is your new Congo player?
Little
Little
John.
John.
Shout out to Little John. Benjamin Little
Benjamin
John.
Little John.
Napoleon. That's my dude
Oh, he
right
wanted
now.
to come too. He said
That's
next
my
time he
dude.
need to be here too.
Yes, sir.
He don't take nothing in life serious.
Nothing. You can't get. That's why I said last night was so funny, but you just cannot get through a practice. He's just so funny. All he do is play.
Joan
Literally.
and all this stuff the whole time.
They just with Trae,
But
you
he-
know better.
Yeah, he
Y'all
like we
two
said,
together.
like when you bring new people to the band, he
New energy.
automatically fitted.
Yeah,
he
he did.
automatically
He
fitted.
100% dedicated, ain't gonna miss nothing.
And he down for whatever, any grind.
Yeah, that's my man.
He say his slogan is "Let's fucking rock."
That's what he always said. We put up and be like, "Can y'all play this show?"
Let's fucking rock.
That's all he said. All the
I
time.
love it.
So
I love
he's
it.
down for anything. Good dude, man. You know.
Hold that thing up.
So Trey, where can they find you on social media and your music? Because people,
I've been loafing. I've
people
really
don't
been
know.
loafing on my music too.
let me tell y'all, people don't know that he was the WGN's rapper of the year.
Yeah.
A lead talker
Yeah.
beat out the rappers
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the crank circuit to become rapper of the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been loafing. I honestly, I've been loafing because I've been sitting on a lot of music. I got a whole album full of shit, and it's just like discouragement. Like feel like nobody care. You know, nobody's interested. You know, people have their favorites of who they like and who they gonna give all their props to, as far as rapping in DC. So it's like. I sit on so much stuff out of discouragement. Be like, man, ain't nobody want to hear my shit.
But I need you to
Don't
remember.
nobody
I need you
know.
to remember something. You grocery shop, right?
Yeah.
When you go on that cereal aisle, do you think that the Frosted Flakes really give a fuck about the Cheerios?
No.
Okay.
Same thing
We
with the
back.
water eye.
We
Yeah, I mean, like, man, don't nobody
Like,
care,
see,
you know.
my thing is, I feel like our market in this area is oversaturated with a lot of things. But I feel like if you know how to put it out there different than they are,
Right.
then what they're doing doesn't matter. Like, your only competition is your last mixtape you dropped.
Right.
Anything else outside of that is none of your fucking business.
Right.
Like, that's my mindset. I used to, like you. My anxiety would get in the way. I would be like, no, I don't want to do that. Don't do that. People going this, people going that. And then it was like, they going to talk shit either way.
Yeah. Because
They
I've
gonna
been sitting on stuff, and I told myself that I was going to put an album out this year, 2022.
Oh, well,
And
you got 5
I
months.
just been loafing and loafing.
You got 5
and I
months.
was like, man.
We'll see you back here when you drop your single. I don't even want to talk to you anymore. I'm over that. Where can people find you on social media?
IG at Trae Dogg, TraeDoggg. That's the name, baby. And also on Facebook, Trae Brent. Facebook, man. You know, I ain't hard to find.
This guy right here finally got an IG. I don't even know if he still has his IG.
I do, but I really, you know,
Did
I'm
it get hacked? I don't know. Like, what is going on?
who would hack my? I'm for it all. Yeah. Just go see it. 72.
Yeah.
I ain't really doing that on
Active.
IG. You know, I don't do that.
Yeah.
Check it out, and I might post a picture or something. But that's
He's
about it.
old school. He's not
Exactly.
into social media.
Not
He
at
don't
all.
care about social media. He not gonna text you. He gonna call you. Like, it's just, and if you text him, he's gonna call you back.
Yeah.
It does not matter. I'm not texting you.
Yeah.
I need to
Cause
hear
y'all
your
type
voice.
too fast.
Oh.
While I'm trying to type you back, y'all typing me something else and shit. I'm like that.
You didn't learn text to talk. Hey,
I
stop
do.
playing with me.
And I'm so old school. I forget that it's a button right on your phone. You just push it and talk.
Yeah.
I be trying to type and keep up with y'all. I be like,
No, you can't. I don't type like that. First of all, I hold the home.
I know I can't.
Yeah.
That's
And
not
you
gonna
can
happen.
swipe too. Just
That's
swipe.
not gonna happen with me
You can
this
swipe.
rate.
You swipe.
That's not gonna
That
happen.
ain't for Sid.
Billy, your podcast, your hair services, all of those things. Where can we find Billie Jean?
So I-
Billie Jean on the scene.
Quite a few pages, but the podcast is Kingdom Hairstylist, at Kingdom Hairstylist. And for the band, it's at Billie Jean Sings. And then I got a hair page. Billie Jean does my hair. It's a lot to remember, but I got all them pages.
So, for
What
your
about the clothes?
Oh, at Billie Jean's with 2 S's.
good grief, that's 4.
Yeah.
Comfortable leisure wear.
Thank you
For
so
all
much.
of your stylists.
Mm-hmm.
And for people that are active and still want to be cute.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Anybody can shop.
active and cute.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yes.
So, your podcast, give people just a spill, a background on it, how often you do it, so they'll know
Yeah.
where to find it and what to look for.
So I started off doing weekly shows, but now it's more so monthly because I'm so busy. But basically, the podcast is just a place where I merge Christian hairstylists together. So it's a community where I encourage other hairstylists that it's okay to partner with God and do your business. So that's basically all I talk about. I talk about my life, my journey, my walk with God, everything that I go through on a daily basis. I'm very transparent on there. So that's what I talk about, and that's at Kingdom Hairstylist, where you can find it to listen to the show.
So, I'm so excited. Thursday. Hangers.
Thursday, hangers.
Doors open at
7
7.
o'clock.
7 p.m.
Get there early, man. Don't miss none of it, man.
Yes.
Two good bands that's grinding right now.
Good
you know
chicken
what I mean?
wings.
Oh yeah, the wings. Good drink.
It was
You
good
know.
last week.
They
It was a nice atmosphere for the first week was decent.
Yeah, it was a nice
turnout. I walked in the door. I said, okay, it's people up in this joint. You
So
know.
you ready to build?
Yeah, let's
I
go.
like working with MAB. Shout out to my girl Justice J
Your
and BJ.
your co-winner.
Yes,
Yeah.
my co-winner, right?
Yes.
That's funny. We both won. I love that.
Yes. So
Yeah,
listen,
so-
it has been amazing having you guys in. Any God blessing, good nights, any shout outs, any dedications. Trae, you better say hi to G.
Look, because I just got a text that said Gianni just said I really miss my daddy, and we just left there
Yeah,
we
because
just
he
left.
said, "Can I
So
go?" I
much.
said, "No, you cannot
Oh,
go."
he's so sweet.
But he said, "I really miss my daddy. Like I've been gone forever."
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to G. You know, that's my soldier right there. Follow me around the house, my shadow.
That's little little Jason. Michael Myers.
Shout out
Jr.
to the whole ReUp family, man.
Yes,
Everybody that's in it to win it with us, and shout out to the fans that still love us for what we do, and just God bless, man, everybody, man. There's some hard times going on out here as far as like financial and violence and the whole spill, man. Just sending prayers over everyone. I pray for everyone every night anyway. So because I want to receive them blessings, so
Amen.
I send them out. So we all need somebody.
Facts.
So yeah, man. God bless, man. Y'all do y'all thing.
I see it. ReUp, dirty ReUp.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. My man Food keep on pressing me, talking about
Fool
when
just text me too and say, man, Trae, you want me to fill in on that bail?
man, tell him stop, man. I ain't going nowhere. I don't got no money to go on vacation. I ain't got no money to go on vacation, fool. You keep going on vacation. Let me come get that money over there. I ain't got no problem with it. But I ain't going nowhere. As far as I'm going to Hawaii is Hawaii Avenue, nigga. No, shout out to my man Food though, man. Yeah, he said he a better cowbell player than me now.
Oh,
Hey, so that's Food. I mean, he a bad dude, man.
he said he cooked good too.
Yeah, he called himself Chef Red.
He gets down.
You ain't gonna say, well, I heard you can cook. We should have a cook-off. You don't want this smoke. You don't want this smoke. This a different type of smoke, baby. Billy, of course.
I want to shout out Antoine. That's our biggest supporter / co-founder. I want to
Oh,
shout
yes,
him
he
out.
is co-founder.
All the supporters, all the fans, my family, of course. My sister Quita, she was holding us down for a minute at B&G. She was throwing out shows, so I want to shout her out.
Y'all had a
for
whole,
sure.
y'all had like a 6-week rundown there.
Yeah, so I gotta shout her out because she believes in us like so much. So, but yeah, shout her out and everybody, just all the fans. Yeah.
Make sure you guys follow them on social media. ReUp Band, ReUp Band, y'all.
Yes.
And the name means exactly what it sounds like. It's time to re-up on some crank, some new flavor, something new. Shout out to Trae Dogg, Dirty Rooper, and my girl Billie Jean for stepping into No Gray Area. Thank y'all so much for the love, the light, the transparency, because y'all was honest.
Yes.
And shout out to everybody that tuned in, everybody that watches. Of course, definitely shout out to Team Mitchcraft. This episode is sponsored and powered by none other than Mitchcraft. Head on over to www.crankrock.com for the latest and greatest in Mitchcraft attire, or meet us in store Wednesday through Sunday, y'all. Wednesday through Sunday, starting at 12 p.m. right here, 9244 East Hampton Drive, Capitol Heights, Maryland, Suite 201. We got something fly for you to wear here, there, and everywhere. And I heard we have tickets to events. We got up-and-coming stuff coming. Y'all got to stay tuned, though. Y'all stop inboxing me about the drops when I share them. Go get it, because I don't have it in my back pocket. And sometimes I don't make it to get it. So you get it. Get you something fly to wear here, there, and everywhere. It's your girl, Capri Monique, the voice of the people. Y'all stay tuned. Shout out to the Princess Tayani. If you missed her segment, catch it at the beginning. Make sure you guys run this back again. Thank y'all for stepping on in. No Gray Area. Peace.
Yeah, thank you, babe.
Thank y'all.
Having it made. Why did you say, let me in? I want you. Let me in. Let me in. Won't you? Let me in. Tell me when you're gonna let me in. Let me in. Oh, see it on my way. No, I can't even hide it, baby. What's it gonna take for you to make your mind up, girl? I don't wanna wait. Oh, am I wasting time, and baby, I don't wanna wait forever, ever. Cause I need you. Gotta have your love. I wanna love you, yeah. Let me in. Oh,
my faith.